What's up, Blue Army, and welcome to my Leicester City versus Newcastle match preview. So if you haven't noticed, we're in a little bit of a change of scenery today. I've got no idea why. I just brought the setup downstairs and went and do a match preview here. But yeah, enough of that waffle. Let's get in to the match preview, starting off with the Newcastle side of things, who everyone knows what Newcastle are going to do tomorrow. They're going to sit back, they're going to look to hit us on the counter with St. Maxim, Joelinton in the box. You know, they're going to look to hit us on the break, they're going to sit back. And if you watched any of Leicester last year, you will know they are pretty rubbish at trying to break teams down with them sitting back. But hopefully now we've fully signed Tielemans and Maddison, hopefully with their killer passes, we'll be able to break down Newcastle tomorrow. But yeah, Newcastle's aim this season is 100% to avoid relegation, and Leicester are aiming to definitely break into that top six and maybe even with a push break into that top four. So yeah, we all know what Newcastle are going to do, and Leicester really need to be winning these kind of games at home if they want to have a chance at the top six, but definitely if they want to crack up the top four. This is the year we have to do it. Man United struggling, Tottenham struggling, Chelsea aren't fully on sync. So this is the year we have to break into that top six. So yeah, Newcastle, they have a really good record at the King Power, you know, or against Leicester in general. Remember, in last year, they took that 1-0 win at the King Power. Ayoze Perez getting the goal, which is a bit of karma, as we now do have him at Leicester, and hopefully he can be very energetic and hopefully get a goal against his former team. That would just be great for him to score against his former team. But yeah, Newcastle, we all know what they're going to do, and their fans will be not optimistic, but maybe that's good when Newcastle expect not to win. They could just be a bit calmer on the ball, and maybe that'll help them get a shock result with the King Power. But now moving on to the Leicester City side of things. Now, I've already said we do struggle to break teams down, and I think, I'm not sure if that's an issue anymore, because now we've got Youri Tielemans and James Maddison, and they are really good passers of the ball. So I don't really know if that's an issue anymore. But Jamie Vardy has had not a quiet game against Man United, but against Tottenham he had 2 of his clean through chances, which you would usually expect Jamie Vardy to bury, which he didn't, which was a surprise. But, I mean, Jamie Vardy is still a top 6 striker, you know, like Arsenal would have him, Spurs would have him alongside Kane. You know, he's still a top 6 striker. So Vardy is still a top 6 striker. So yeah, Jamie Vardy is still a top 6 striker. Chelsea, you know, would have him. Tammy Abraham is a good striker and all, but Jamie Vardy is still just that little bit better than Tammy Abraham. So Jamie Vardy will be looking to bag another goal tomorrow, and he doesn't usually score. He isn't the best at scoring against like lower half of the table teams. He always scores against the top 6. So, but hopefully he can change that and get a goal tomorrow. But there are a couple injury doubts for Leicester. James Maddison hobbled the last 5 minutes of the Spurs game, so hopefully he is fit and hopefully he will play in tomorrow's game. So now I am going to get into my predicted team lineup for Leicester City. So in goal, I'm going to go keeper and captain Kasper Schmeichel, one of the first names on the team sheet. He's just not undroppable, but he's sorted out his kicking, so that's made him a really good keeper now. I think it was only his kicking that was letting Kasper down, so now he's sorted that out. He's just a solid keeper. At right back, we're going to go for the guy who got us the equaliser against Spurs, Ricardo Pereira, who was having he was struggling to start his season, to be honest, before he got the equaliser against Spurs. So hopefully he can now kick on and start showing the Ricardo Pereira we saw last season. Then the 2 centre-backs pick themselves, really. Big Johnny Evans, the experience, helping out the young fans' favourite he's turned into, Çağlar Söyüncü. So those 2 are once again one of the first names on the team sheet. Çağlar's become a fan favourite at Leicester. Hopefully those 2 can have another great performance. And at left back, I'm going to go for Ben Chilwell, who has struggled, to be honest, at the start of the season. He's had a couple injuries, but hopefully he can really kickstart his season really get into a groove that we saw last season and really kickstart his season against Newcastle and show the Ben Chilwell that all Leicester fans know. Then in the defensive midfield spot, I'm going to go for Wilfred Ndidi, you know, one of the best tacklers in the Premier League, always there, winning the ball. He's there, he's everywhere. Wilfred Ndidi, he's just everywhere. He wins the ball back, looks for those passes through to Tielemans and Maddison, and then they look for the pass to Vardy. Leicester are just clicking this season, and it's so great to watch as a Leicester supporter, and I'm just absolutely loving it. Then going on to that, not front four, but like that four just in front of Wilfred Ndidi, I'm going to go for Ayoze Perez on the right. Hopefully he can really be full of energy to get his first Premier League goal in Leicester colours against his former team. Hopefully he can really be full of energy against his former team and really kickstart his season once again and really get into that groove that we saw when he was at Newcastle. Then the two central players in that four, I'm going to go for Youri Tielemans, the two killer passers, Youri Tielemans, and I think James Maddison is going to have recovered from his injury. And those two are going to be in the middle, just two totally insane players, to be honest. Like, these two players, top four players, like, they are just top four players. They would both get into the Liverpool team, probably. Both of them would maybe get into the City team. They're just two insane midfielders, and those two, hopefully they can have another great performance together. And then on the left wing, I'm going to go for big man Harvey Barnes. He's the centre back on the wing. He's so strong, he's so quick, and he's so good at whipping in crosses and getting a shot off. He is the perfect winger. He's got the strength of a defender, the pace of a winger, and he can just whip in a beautiful cross like a fullback. And he's got a decent shot on him as well. So hopefully Harvey Barnes can continue a good run of form and grab himself another goal. And then the striker is self-explanatory. The big man, Jamie Vardy up top, looking to bag a goal and looking to really aim for that golden boot this season. Oh, it would be great if Vardy could get the golden boot. But now moving on to my score prediction, I'm going to go Leicester City 2, Newcastle United 0. And I just think Leicester are just going to not have any problems tomorrow, but they're not going to thrash Newcastle because Newcastle are of course going to sit back. But I think Leicester can get the win and a pretty comfortable 2-0 win. So thank you all so much for watching my match preview, and I'll see you tomorrow for the match day vlog. Thanks for watching, Blue Army. Make sure you subscribe, like and share this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. So everyone, I'm sorry, I just forgot to put this into the video. I'd like to thank you all so much for 100 subscribers on YouTube. I really appreciate every single one of my subscribers. I'd like to thank you all for reaching this milestone. Onwards and upwards, everyone. Let's reach 200 and let's just keep growing the Talk LCFC channel. Thank you, everyone, and see you tomorrow for the matchday vlog.